Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today. The first thing I want you to understand is that I'm not here to give you a manual on success or some secret formula. What I'm going to talk about is something simpler but often forgotten. Follow your passion. Don't get lost in the patterns imposed by society, in what others expect of you, or in what the world tells you should be. True strength comes from within, from what you truly love to do. When I started Apple, believe me, I didn't have the resources nor the connections that many people think are necessary for success. I didn't have a big budget, a grand team, or a complex strategy. What I had, and what's most important, was a tremendous passion for technology and the idea of changing the world with it. And that's what you need too, a clear vision of what you want to do, a genuine purpose, and the courage to move forward, even when the whole world tells you you're crazy. That famous phrase that created the spirit of Apple, "Think different," wasn't just a catchy slogan. It was our way of life. To innovate means to go beyond the obvious, the expected, what everyone else has already done. It means thinking outside the box and having the courage to follow a path that no one else is willing to take. I saw technology in a different way, as a way to connect people, as a tool that could transform the way we live, work, and communicate. And people told me I was wrong, that there was no market for it, that it would never work. But instead of listening to those voices, we pushed forward with our vision, with our passion. And it was that unwavering belief in what we were doing that made all the difference. But here's a point many of you may not expect to hear. Failure is an essential part of the path to success. Don't be afraid to fail. If you're not failing every now and then, it's because you're probably not trying hard enough. When something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean the game is over. Every failure is a lesson, an opportunity to learn, to improve, to adjust your course. I've failed, and I've failed many times. When I was fired from the very company I founded, it felt like the world had collapsed. But instead of letting that defeat me, I used that experience to grow. I came back stronger, more focused, and with a clearer vision of what I wanted to accomplish. Failure taught me more than any success ever could. Never forget that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey to it. Another lesson I've learned throughout my career is the importance of focus. In a world full of distractions, focus is everything. At Apple, we made the deliberate decision to say no to many things. We focus on doing a few things extremely well, on creating products that were not just functional but groundbreaking, transformative. We didn't try to do everything. We didn't waste our energy on things that didn't align with our vision. And it was that focus that allowed us to build some of the most iconic products of our time. So, I challenge you to take a step back and ask yourself, what really matters to me? Focus on those things. Eliminate the distractions. Put your energy into what truly excites and inspires you. When you do that, you'll find that the results are more powerful than you ever imagined. And here's the thing, success isn't immediate. It takes persistence, grit, and the willingness to keep going when everyone else would give up. There will be moments when you feel like throwing in the towel, when you doubt yourself, when the road ahead seems impossible. But it's in those moments that you have to keep going. Because success doesn't come to those who quit. It comes to those who refuse to give up. There were countless times at Apple when it seemed like we wouldn't make it. There were moments when we were close to failure, when the critics were louder than ever, when the future was uncertain. But we persevered. We kept going. And in the end, that persistence paid off. So when things get tough, and they will remember this, perseverance is the key. Keep pushing forward. Trust that your hard work will pay off, even if it doesn't happen overnight. As I conclude, I want to leave you with one final thought. Live a life with purpose. Don't let life pass you by. Don't let the days turn into years without truly living. Find what excites you, what makes you feel alive, and chase it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. You have the power to shape your life. You have the power to make a difference. But you have to be willing to put in the work, to fail, to persist, and to focus on what matters most. So, as you leave here today, remember this. Follow your passion, embrace failure, focus on what matters, and never give up. The world is waiting for your unique ideas. Think different and create the future you want to see. Thank you